So we're comparing the iMac 24-inch with the iMac 27-inch. I think performance-wise, we already know which is better, but we are still gonna compare it, right? But first, before we go comparing 24-inch iMac to the 27-inch iMac, we'll compare the 24-inch iMac to the 21.5-inch iMac, right? So basically, we already know that the 24-inch is way better, right? So the 21.5-inch iMac has a resolution of 1920 to 1080, while 24-inch one had a 4.5K display. For the processor of the 21.5-inch model, uh, we had a processor of 2.3 GHz dual core Intel Core i5 with turbo boost up to 3.6 GHz with a price of 99,900 with RAM up to 16 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes of SSD configurable up to 1 terabyte fusion drive. On the 24-inch model, we have an Apple M1 chip, 8-core CPU with 8-core GPU, up to 16 gigs of unified non-upgradable memory, right, with up to 2 terabytes of storage. Price starts from 1,20,000, right? And wow. So basically, that's that. But the one thing where the 21.5-inch model beats the 24-inch model is that the 21.5-inch model has a way better I/O, consisting of a headphone jack, an SD card slot, USB A's, right? 4 USB A slots, 2 Thunderbolt 3s, and a gigabit Ethernet, right? But then again, the 24-inch iMac does have some colorful options, right? And the Magic Keyboard, right? With the 24-inch model has fingerprint, which sends over the fingerprint data via Bluetooth. Now, as we know that the 21.5-inch model is not better than the 24-inch model, we're going to compare it to the 27-inch model. And yeah. So basically on 24-inch model versus the 27-inch model. So for the 24-inch, we have a 4.5K Retina display. Okay, so the thing here is, I really like what Apple's done with the 24-inch iMac. I mean, the bezels are the same, yes, but the iMac looks a bit more modern and thin, except for the bezels, right? There are literally 100 ways they could remove the bezels, right? But as from the photos Apple has shown, they basically stuffed all their mechanism into the bezel area. That's why they still have a bezel to make the iMac thin, obviously, so that they can stuff all the mechanism into the bezel and stuff. But honestly, I mean, who looks at their iMac from the side, right? Nobody's gonna be like one day like, okay, I should go stand up and see from the side how my iMac looks and go be like, wow, right? Nobody does that. But still, an improvement's an improvement. I'm sure the 27-inch iMac with the M1 will have all those issues solved, right? Like black bezels and stuff, which makes sense. So, where it really matters is that 27-inch iMac has a max of 10th generation Intel Core i7 with a turbo boost of 5 GHz, config up to 3.6 GHz, 10th core 10th generation Intel Core i9, turbo boost up to 5 GHz, right? While over here, we basically have the M1 chip, an 8-core CPU and up to 8-core GPU. And if you pull up the benchmarking on Geekbench, then you're not able to get scores for the iMac 24-inch. So we're just gonna compare it from the MacBook Air M1 chip and the iMac 27-inch, right? Because no other option. So yep, as you can see right now, that's that. And for the memory, in the 27-inch model, you can like put it up to 128 gigs, while over here, max is 16 gigs, right? Which I am pretty sure that 16 gigs should be enough for any normal person. I mean, you can probably tell from the white bezel that this is meant for home use, right? This is good at performance, but it's not one of those pro workstations meant for intense video editing, 3D rendering, intensive gaming. No, it's not meant for that. So you can tell that from the white bezels, since it's because the white bezels clearly say that, hey buddy, this iMac is meant to be kept at your home, and since most people have white walls, we have kept white bezels, right? However, pros have studios and basically can control a lot of stuff, so for them black bezels is good. Basically the white bezels says that this is for home use. So basically 16 gigs makes sense. Now for the SSD, the storage, we have up to 2 terabytes of storage. Alright. Over here you can have like storage up to 512 gigabytes on SSD or up to 8 terabytes of SSD. Wow! One thing, the 27-inch iMac has a 1080p FaceTime HD camera, right? But Apple says that the iMac 24-inch model has the best speakers, microphones, and camera in a Mac ever. So I guess you get an advantage there. Again, the 27-inch model has a better I/O, but what it doesn't have is 7 beautiful colors, right? Call it beautiful, whatever. And a magic keyboard with Bluetooth, which send magic keyboard with fingerprint, which sends over fingerprint data with Bluetooth, right? And basically that's that. Also, the downside over here on the 24 inches, you can't upgrade the RAM. Non-upgradable. And basically, if you're gonna compare the 27-inch and 24-inch, it also depends on what you're gonna be using it for, right? So you should buy the 27-inch if you don't care about how your iMac looks. If you only care about the performance and you are ready to pay whatever you want, whatever uh, it asks, you should buy the 24-inch one if you're on a budget, if you want an all-in-one desktop, if you want good speakers and a modern design, and for it to last long and not gonna be outdated in the next like 6 months, because the iMac 27-inch model is gonna be outdated. Apple said about the 2-year transition, and at least about 5 months of the transition is over. So like, I mean, I heard people using iMacs from 2007, 2010, right? Basically, iMacs people use it for long. If you're gonna use it for long, you should just get the 24-inch model who will have longer support, right? Because in like what, 2 years, in like about 1.5 years, all apps are gonna be optimized to work on the M1. And your Intel iMac, which was once a high-end, super expensive pro workstation machine, will have no optimized app for it whatsoever, and will probably not receive optimized updates. Just saying. Then again, it's probability. But fine. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry if my voice had been a little shaky. I can't explain why. It's a funny story, or maybe not so funny. And I hope you like my new intro, right? The one which comes like Techxpense slides and then Techxpense Tech Savvy, and then my new outro. Or fine, whatever. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Techxpense Tech Savvy, whatever.